we'll make a start. Right. I know I've done readings for you before. I'm just verifying it for the recording. But obviously, because the reading's not for me, I don't remember what I've said and who I've had through. All right? But I do feel you look different. There's something about you that's different. You look more, I don't know, lighter and like, I don't know. I may be wrong, but that's just what I feel. So we're going to go. Right, a male upstairs, and I'm saying granddad.
Right.
Do you have granddad? When I say upstairs, I mean spirit. Do you have granddad in spirit?
I do. I never met him, but it could be like my little one's granddad, like a granddad figure.
That's fine. I've just got a male who's like a granddad coming through from spirit. That's all it is. All right?
Yeah.
And even if it is the one you never met, that doesn't matter because he's met you. All right?
Yeah.
Grandma up there.
Yeah.
That's a bonny cat, that. Mine's just a bell end, honestly. Right. He's now stepped back and letting Grandma come through. So I think he's come through to acknowledge. So maybe it is the granddad who you've never met. Because I feel as though he's just come through to... This is going to sound so random, right? But you know when years ago when they used to stand there and tip the hats at you to acknowledge you? Yeah. I feel that's what he's doing. He's tipping his hat at you. He's just doing that to acknowledge you. Right. I feel as though... And I don't know if you're religious, right? But I feel as though Grandma came to church with you.
Right.
Does that make sense? Have you been to a church?
Yeah.
That's fine. You know the rules, girl. You don't tell me, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
But I feel as though Grandma's been to church with you. So I don't know if you were confessing your sins or what, but I know she's been there. And I feel like she... Now, it was something important because she's telling me that she had a hat on. So she would have worn like something on her head if she'd have been here, right? It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, she's adamant she went to church. And I'm like, right, okay, we've got that. She's telling me that on that day, you doubted how you looked or what you wore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But she's saying, bloody stop it. Okay? And she's also saying that in the last couple of weeks, there's something about you that's lifted off you. So I don't know if this is what I'm picking up by looking at you, because you do look fresher, if that makes... It sounds weird how I'm seeing you. But it's like she's telling me for the past couple of weeks, you've had something that has lifted off you. So I don't know if there's been an issue you've dealt with or what, but there's something that's lifted off you, or you've accepted something. Okay? Okay. Right, what are you giving me that for? I have to give you a headband, but it's for a little one.
Right.
A headband for a little one. And I don't know why, but I have to give you a headband for a little one. That's what she's giving me. Now, that cat is absolutely lush. I mean, beautiful cat, absolutely. But I feel as though, I don't know if you've spoke about it or if somebody around you spoke about it, but I do feel as though somebody could be rescuing a kitten.
Oh.
It's like
I wouldn't be allowed to.
Just pretend it wandered in, right? And you don't know where it's from and you can't let it go because it's got no home. Just tell him it's homeless. It's all right, you'll be fine. Honestly, you'll be fine. But I do feel as though there's something on them lines, and I feel as though this little kitty is unexpected, but there's something special about him. It's like an instant bond. So I have to give you it. I do. That, oh my God, look, it's gorgeous. Really is. Just wants a love, doesn't he, and attention. Right. Do you have a sister?
I do.
Is sister not very well?
I think she's fine.
Right. Because I feel as though there's something not quite right with sister. And I don't mean that in a sarcastic sense because we all have sisters that there's something not quite right with them. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I feel as though there's something not quite right with her. I feel as though she's possibly, it's like grandma's putting it on me and I just want to like go to sleep. I'm knackered. I'm tired all the time. I get it because I've got a vitamin D deficiency. But I feel as though there's something with your sister where she's just like, oh. Remember I've said it, well, you're going to anyway because you're going to be able to listen to it back. But just in case anything's come up, that's all. But I do feel as though it needs, you know, give you advance warning of it, basically, and just keep an eye on her. Because I do feel like she's a bit lethargic compared to what she used to be. Okay? Right. Now, I know you're either married or you're with somebody. To me, it's like you're in a relationship, right? But I feel as though there's going to be a change with his job. So I don't know if he's going to be staying at the same place and going up a ladder, or something's going to come up, he's going to move. But I do feel there's going to be some kind of change happening. But I'm telling you this because I feel like when this is mentioned, the first thing you're going to do is panic. Because it's going to be like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Or we're going to keep the house, we're not going to live, we're going to live in a trolley under a bridge, we can't. Because I feel as though you're that sort of person that you overthink every situation.
Yeah.
So I need to tell you that, not to panic, it will work out, okay? Right, what else you giving me? Okay. I also feel I need to tell you that again, I don't know if you've done this or you're aware of it, but I feel as though I want to put you somewhere where there's animals. And it's like something similar to what my daughter did. She went and walked the llamas and fed them and everything. She loved it, absolutely loved it. She's an animal nutcase, is our Abby. I'm not going to have grandchildren from her. I'm going to have furry grandchildren, which is wonderful. But I feel with you, I want to do something like that for you because I feel as though you have this thing with animals. And I'm not just saying it because of that gorgeous cat there. I mean, that's beautiful. But I feel as though I want to say it because you genuinely do have a connection with animals. And it's like you struggle sometimes expressing your emotions with people. You don't like people, if that makes sense. But you like animals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're very similar to my daughter. Very similar to her. She doesn't like people, but she tells them anyway.
Yeah.
She does. She doesn't care. Right. What you drawing me to? She's drawn me over there at something. I don't know what she's drawn me to. Under or up? Right, she's drawn me to a little candle I've got. I've got 3 of them all together, and it's got mine and my husband's initial on, and then the middle one's an and one, so it's S and W. And it has to be S first because I'm the S. So that's how it is. But I feel as though there's something about a candle in a glass that's broken. Does that make sense? If you can't take it at the minute, right, I'm going to tell you why I think she's given me this. I feel as though there's something about a candle in a glass, and I don't know if it's a sentimental candle or I don't know if it's just someone you've bought and you might not have used much or something. But I feel as though that the candle in the glass is going to break. Now, I don't know if it's going to be dropped, or I don't know if it's the heat's going to do it. You know, like sometimes you light and the heat can shatter the glass. But I feel as though it's going to be sentimental to you. But, again, it sounds mad, doesn't it? It's just a candle. Because it's like, there's little things that have happened over your time, and it's daft little things. Example, candles. Example, I don't know, there could be something, you've made a cake and dropped it. You've cooked a turkey on Christmas Day and dropped it. You haven't took the oven on to put the Yorkshire puddings in. Little things like that, but I feel you take that personally. Rather than think, oh my God, can't believe I've done that. Stupid cow, move on. But you take it personally, and I feel as though there's going to be something to do with the candle and you're going to take it personally. But it's also going to trigger a memory of somebody in spirit. But at the time, it's going to be awful because you're going to be emotional, but it's going to be good because you're actually going to be speaking about this person in spirit. That sounds so random, doesn't it? I don't know why she does this. She just gives me random stuff. She really does. Right. What else she giving me? I'm sat in my dressing gown because, for one, there's a bit of a chilling. For two, when I came in from work earlier, I ran my dinner in before I did my readings and I dropped it on my work t-shirt and I feel dead embarrassed. So I was like that, I'm just going to put my dressing gown on. So that's why. Just in case you think I'm a lazy cow, I'm not. Right. I also feel as well with you that, obviously, I don't know. Oh, bloody, stop you coming close and using my energy. I feel as though with you, obviously, I don't know where you live or anything, but I do feel as though there's something about your garden, and I'm being drawn to the fact that there's a bird that come in your garden. There's a little bird that comes in your garden, but this little birdie still comes in your garden when it's not the season for the birdie to come in the garden. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I feel as though I need to acknowledge that from spirit. All right? It's an acknowledgement from spirit. They're letting you know that they're about, basically. Right. I also feel I need to say, now this is Grandma, this is not me, so don't shoot the messenger. Right? But I need to tell you that you've lost enough to stop losing anymore. So I don't know what she's getting at. My feeling is, have you lost a bit of weight, my love?
Not loads.
But you've lost some weight.
A little bit.
Right. You see, Grandma is like what mine was. And if you lose a pound, you get told you've lost too much bloody weight and to stop. There's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
So I need to tell you that from Grandma. It's not me, it's Grandma. I mean, I think you look wonderful, personally. I knew there was something different. There was something different about you. But I do feel as though I need to tell you that from Grandma. Okay? Right, she's drawn me to a pushchair. I feel as though it's like a pram pushchair thing that I've got hold of, which is good because I have an obsession with prams. I love prams. And I feel as though the wheel has a squeak. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I also need to say that if it's oiled or something, it might help it rather than buying a new pushchair. So I don't know if you've bought a new pushchair or you're going to buy a new pushchair, but I need to tell you that. I think what she's doing is she's one of these ladies, God bless her soul, and I think she's one of these ladies where if you lose a pound in weight, you're anorexic. I think if you've got a squeaky wheel, you fix it, you don't waste money on a new pushchair. I think you don't use electric, you use candles. I just, honest to God, that's just what I feel from her. It's like she's giving you the lectures of life through me, isn't she? Honestly. Right. Do you play guitar?
No.
Right, because she's drawn me to my guitar that's sat behind me there. It's the one, I've got two of them. And the one that she's drawn me to is like a country acoustic guitar. And I feel as though there's a connection with you with a guitar. Now, I don't know if you know somebody who plays, or I don't know if you are interested in playing, or if it's a particular piece of music. I don't know. But she's drawn me to that guitar. And I have to give you that guitar. If I could, I'd lend you it, but I won't give you it. But I don't know why. So I need to give you it. Right. Is it you that can make nice biscuits?
I do make a nice biscuit.
Because you've got a smile on your face when I said that, girl, and all of a sudden my stomach started rumbling. I'll inbox you my address. You can post me some. I'm only joking. But on a serious note, she's proud of the fact that you make nice biscuits, you know. Because I feel like she did. And I need to give you the nice biscuits, that you make nice biscuits. But I also feel as though there's a reason she's brought this through. And I feel as though you're going to make biscuits or something, for something to do with a school or a coffee morning or something. I feel as though that's going to be coming up for you. And I feel as though it's going to help you as well by interacting with people as well, rather than making an excuse not to go and see Joe Blogs because, you know, you're at home and you're really busy, when in matter of fact you sat on your ass watching my lives. So it's going to help you interact more as well. I still feel with you though, she's still giving it to me. I think I might have said this before because this is a familiar thing. I still feel with you as though there's a trust thing going on with people. You find it difficult to trust people. And I think you've had your fingers burned. Does that make sense? You know, like, I'm saying friendships and stuff, you know, like, you think people are friends, then you realise they're not, and then you find out that somebody at work's been calling you behind your back and stuff, and then just little things like that, little things that happen throughout our life. And I feel as though with you, it's a trust thing. It takes you a while to trust somebody who comes into your life. And sometimes there's people around you who, yeah, you talk to and you have a kind of acquaintance with, but you don't trust them. I feel as though somebody has gossiped about you behind your back in the past, and it's like you've confided in somebody about something possibly years ago, and they've spoke about it to somebody else, and it's set up this trust thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And this is what she's giving me for you, and I feel as though you need to start trusting people who need to be trusted. Because I do feel like you've got people around you who you really struggle with. Okay? Right. What are you giving me? What are you giving me? Was Grandma a gardener? Did she like doing gardening?
I don't think she minded it.
Because,
She likes being in the garden.
yeah, I feel as though she's taking me to a garden, and it's like she's happy in this garden. And the garden's got different colour flowers and different little bushes and things, and it's a lovely little garden. It's what I would call, you know, them bohemian gardens where it's got a bit of everything in it, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
And she's taken me to this garden. I feel it was like a place for her she enjoyed. So I don't know if she enjoyed the garden inside or just being in the garden. But I also feel as though, I don't know if it's you or somebody around you, is possibly going to start doing more in a garden and being more interested in a garden.
Right.
So I don't know if it's you or what, but that's what she's giving me, darling. So that's what I'm giving to you. Is Mum up there?
No, I hope not.
No. It's all right. Just bear with me. Why? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? It's not your mother. As soon as energy came in, it's a different link. Who are you? I feel as though this is possibly either an aunt or a great aunt. So it's either mum and dad's, one of mum and dad's siblings, or it's grandma's level sibling, but they've come in to acknowledge her. And the reason they've come in to acknowledge you is because I feel you have a look of them. Because when they're showing me themselves, I don't know who they are, but I see you in a way. You know, when there's some kind, you look at somebody, you think, are you related to so and so? Because you've got that. You've got the Smith nose, or you've got the Jones chin, or there's something. Do you know what I mean? And this is why she's come through to acknowledge her. I don't know who she is, but she's definitely related, blood, because you've got kind of a look to her. So I don't know. Could be on your dad's side. I don't know. This is what they do sometimes. They come through and then they just give you a little bit and then say bye. It's like that. No. Right. What else you giving me while we do these cards? Right. She's going back to the candles. But I feel as though she's giving me another candle to give to you. And it's like a special candle. You know them thickish candles, them tall ones, and you can get them for like memorials or something. Does that make you know what sort of mean, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it a pillar candle?
Yeah.
I need to give you a pillar candle, and she's giving that to you. And I feel as though it's one of these candles where you possibly won't light it, but it'll be kept for a special reason later on down the line. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm glad it does to you, because it doesn't to me. What are you giving me that for? Right. Do you know why she's not there physically, right, but she's at this place spiritually, and I'm presuming it's like a family gathering thing, and everybody looks really smart. And she's going round, and I feel as though she'd be handing out sandwiches and stuff, or she'd be handing out drinks, or... Does that make sense? I don't know what she's giving me here. There's like you lot. It's like you and your family. I feel is the way I feel is it's you and your family, and it's like a gathering, and everybody looks really nice and smart. So it's like a birthday or something. I don't know. And I feel as though if she was there physically, she'd be the one going round, and she'd be like, "Do you want a sandwich? Do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a coffee? Do you want this? Do you want that?" And she's giving me that. So I don't know if you're having a gathering or something, but I need to tell you that she's going to be there.
Right. Okay.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Seriously, the stuff that they give me, it's just madness. It really is. Right. You know what to do. You need to pick the cards for her, because you're going to give her some guidance. So this is from you, not from me. So if she doesn't like them, then she can blame you. Right, come on. Which one do you want? Oh, that's warm. That was a warm one. That one? Right. You want that one? That's fine. And that one. Oh, excuse me. What's the weather like near you? Is it rubbish?
It's really bad.
Yeah, it's
really
awful
bad.
here as well. We've had it like thunder and crap and but to be fair, I think it's a good thing because we had that massive heat wave and nature needs this. So I guess it's a good thing in a way. Your first card. You know how I do it. I'm going to send you them through your inbox. Angel of Belief. I do feel as though this is something to do with a little bit of faith. And what I mean by that is I feel as though you have got some kind of faith about you. You do believe in that there's something more than what there is there. And I'm not going to turn around and say you go to church every Sunday because I don't believe you do. But I do believe that you do believe... Bloody words. I do... Oh, God. I feel like you do believe in a God or something. And it's like you respect it. So you wouldn't sit and diss it. You wouldn't... If somebody said to you, oh my God, I wouldn't dare believe in God and that, you wouldn't sit there and agree just because you want to look better. You would still stand by your thing. Well, I do believe there's something out there. And I do believe there's a bit of faith going around you. And I hate that word at the minute, believe, because it's all I'm saying, isn't it? Right. But I also feel you need to have more belief in yourself and your abilities. Because, again, I'm getting the feeling that you're holding back on something you want to do or you want to say or something. And it's like, can I really do that? Can I really say that? Can I really wear that? Is that me? Yes, it is. Do it, say it, or go there. And that's just what it's like she's pushing you. She also tells me that you sometimes pray. I'm not going to say you do it every night. I'm not going to say you, as I say, but I do feel as though there's times you've prayed and you feel as though sometimes you don't get a response. But then you continue still having that little bit of belief in you. So she's like, she says, just believe. So I don't know if she was religious or not. I don't know. Or I don't know if the faith side of it is more of a comfort rather than anything else. Do you know what I mean? But that's why she's giving you that card. I get a really warm feeling from that card as well. Really warm feeling. Ooh, next card. Angel of Wisdom. Now, this is nothing to do with them teeth in your mouth. I feel as though you have become wise about a lot of things going on about you. In everyday life, and I'm not just saying bad things, I mean good things as well. I mean, we get up on a morning, we have a full day, then we go to bed. And I feel as though there's something... Excuse my energy. I feel as though there's something about you lately that you're becoming more wise to things and more wise about people and more wise about... I don't know, just everyday things. And she's encouraging this. She really is encouraging it. She's also telling me that you're a good judge of character. But again, you're standoffish. Which can be a good thing, but she's going back to the trust. And it's like you need to start learning how to trust people who are in your life consistently. Okay? And that's what she's given me for that. And your last card is Angel of Past Issues. Now, I feel she's giving you that card because I do feel everybody's got something in the past that they don't want to talk about, they don't want to share, or it's affected them in some way. Small, major, minor, whatever. But everybody has not had a perfect life. If they have, then there's something wrong with them. That's just what I feel. But with you, I feel as though something has affected you in your life, and I feel as though I could be wrong, but I feel as though it's a school age type of thing, so it could have been like a form of bullying or something on them lines. And even though we grow up and we have families of our own and we go down different paths, there's still something that we don't realise is happening, and it's like in the unconscious part of our mind, and it still can play havoc with, again, she's going back to the trusting, because you don't trust people and things like that. And that's why she's giving you that card. She's saying, say it again. Come closer and say it again, because I'm doing the card now. So say it again. Just focus on your future. Focus on your future. She says she feels like what she's saying to me is she's giving me a ball, a crystal ball, and I'm asking her why. And it's like, I want to look in this ball and reassure you about your future, but I can't, because realistically nobody can predict, because we can all go down different paths anyway. So I feel as it's like she's saying, stop trying to look into what might happen and just go with the flow. All right, go with the flow. Again, she's going back to the past issue part of the card, and I do feel, again, it's something to do with school age type of era. I really do. That's how I feel. I feel young and everything. But I also feel like it's a good thing in a sense as well, because as she says, as your family grows and as your family starts to go through different school and different years, and if anything happens with them, you've got that knowledge and that understanding to help them as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm so glad it did, because she was confusing me. She was giving me all sorts there. I had a crystal ball, and then she was trying to give me a cup of tea, and I'm like, hold on, missus, I can't balance everything in one hand here. But she loved her tea.
Yeah.
She loved her tea. Because in front of me, you can't see them, I've got 2 china cups on saucers. But in them china cups, it's candle wax with wicks. Never been lit, but that's what it is. And she's like, ooh. And it's like, she loves them because they're little china cups, but they've got candles in as well. And it's like different. And so I know she liked a tea, because it's like, why would you put candles in a teacup? So I'm going to stop this recording.